Hello everyone, this is JPL, and today I'm joined with, as usual,
Christopher!
and joining us today in this call we have...
Christopher!
I like it. I can be Christopher. I can be. I love those names.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm Christopher. I'm the guest on the show today. I've been waiting. Actually, I'm Greg. I'm Greg. People. Um, it's been a long time coming, man. I've been waiting to get on this podcast for like 2 decades almost. It has to be like at least 2 decades.
Ever since you found out for some reason.
Yeah.
And
I mean, it will never be revealed, but it shouldn't be a secret. I'm so glad that I found you guys podcast. I mean, it's great entertainment. I listen to it whenever I get a chance.
Really?
Yeah, I listen to some episodes for sure, and it's cool. And I think you guys doing a great job. You should promote it more. People will enjoy it. I think. Believe it or not.
Yeah, John. Why not you promote it more? It's your podcast after all.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Anyway,
Of course,
so
that's
Greg,
fun.
why don't you plug in your podcast?
Oh yeah. So I have a podcast with a friend of mine. His name is Mike. We do Around the Record. You can find sorry. I'm losing my Around the Record with Mike and Greg. You can find it on Spotify. You can find it on YouTube, iTunes, Anchor.fm, which is I think you guys use that too. I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm.
So if you guys like music, if you like just fun conversation surrounding things about music and history and learning and fun, and check us out. We just have a good time. Honestly, we love music and we love to talk to each other. So that makes it all the more exciting for us, even if no one listens to us, but they do. So bam, thank you for that time.
The last episode was on metal, eh?
We did Metal Pioneers, yeah, which is crazy. We did that episode. That was the first episode we recorded for season 3. And when I posted it just like last week, listening back, I realized that I should have posted it first because we were like, welcome to season 3. And we were just going in and it's already been like 5 episodes already of season 3. So, that was kind of trash. But yeah, check us out. We got a really good one coming up for season 4. First episode is going to be crazy.
All right.
But not better than this one we're doing today. Not better than podcast name. So I'm ready. I'm so excited to be on this. No.
Yeah, who came up? With the podcast name, I both love it and hate it. Because first off, it's freaking hilarious. Podcast name in brackets. Freaking hilarious. What I hate about it is that it's so hard to find. It's easier to literally find a podcast by searching Christopher 164 than actually searching podcast name in brackets.
Yeah. It's pretty custom with me in finding names because they're pretty difficult to find usually.
Super creative,
it's
though.
Hard to find your YouTube channel.
Wait, you have a YouTube channel?
You don't need to know that.
Let me guess. Is it called YouTube channel? That's the name of your page? Is it?
if I created one today, yes, I'd probably call it that.
That would be funny.
Yes. So how are you doing today, Greg?
I'm good, man. I am. It's summer. Well, it's not summer. It's spring, I guess. Right? Still, I have allergies, but I feel great. I mean, I feel like it's vacation-ish for me. I can kind of mentally rest. I can spend time with my family here and just like I'm feeling good, man. I'm in good spirits. No doubt. I've been playing a new game. Last night. I'm kind of addicted. I don't know if you heard of like Days Gone.
Yes.
Yeah. Very great story. I'm really like into storylines of everything, right? So it has to be a great story to keep me engaged. And this has a great story. Like something that happened last night on the game. Really, I was really emotional. I didn't cry. I'm not like an emotional person. But if I was, that would have been the moment where I was like, oh no. They did this to the man. Anyway, I don't want to tell you what happened because in case you play the game. I don't want to ruin it for you.
So I have a question for you. What is something popular that you don't like the storyline of?
Oh man, something popular. This is gonna be controversial, but looking back, I'm not a huge fan of the story of The Lion King.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, it's, I was like a kid, of course, when it came out. Mm-hmm. Like a lot of people were. Maybe you guys weren't even born, I don't think, when it came out. But that's fine. We all had to be born.
Right?
Say it again?
Was it 94?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I was. I was 99. I think it was 94. I'm pretty positive. John, 93. Look it up. 93?
Pretty sure it's 9. Yeah, no, it's 94. You got it right.
Oh, somehow I was right.
Whoa. What does he win? But yeah, I don't know. The story it's over. I don't want to say overrated. It's a great film. Animation. It's just, I don't know if it really has the substance that people put behind it, like they say it does. They try to add meaning to it later on, like 10 years later. This is what it really meant. It was like deeper meanings. And I'm like, but was it really? It's just a bunch of lions running around. I mean, his uncle was mad. His dad was the man. He tried to kill him. That's like the story of 20 million people right now in the world. You know what I mean? So I don't know how unique it is. I don't know.
It's pretty much described as Hamlet, but with animals.
Wow. They should have used pigs, because ham.
No.
The Pig King.
Pig King.
Yes. Or the copy of Kimba, the White Lion.
There you go. Oh, that's not bad. Wait, I'm thinking of something else. Kumba? There's like a zebra. Is it Kumba or something?
I don't know.
It's a new one. Like, I have a son, so he watches like kid stuff.
Okay.
He's a kid, so I think there's like a zebra who does things.
Come on, John. Who is it? Sorry.
Exactly.
Who is what? What do you think I know this information?
You should know.
I don't know. The main thing I do know is that The Lion King, I believe, was partially ripped off of a anime movie called Kimba, the White Lion.
Okay. Oh yeah. That's where you were going. Yeah.
Yes.
So they stole everything.
Kinda.
Have you watched?
I watched it as a kid. Yeah.
Oh.
So I didn't make the connection until people were like, "Oh yeah, there was a lawsuit." Kimba, Simba, kind of similar. It's like, oh, okay.
Man.
Well,
so John, which one do you like better?
I don't remember.
Oh.
I haven't seen Kimba for too long, and I don't think it holds up.
And did you watch the new Lion King or not?
No.
Of course you didn't.
Oh, the live action or whatever it is.
Quote unquote live action.
I haven't seen that one either. But it's not because I don't want to see it. It's just because I don't think Beyonce is a great actress, even if she's not being physically actually seen. So I'm like, I don't want to necessarily sit through 2 hours of her trying to act. So yeah.
What character did she play?
Nyla, is it the girl, Simba's girlfriend or sister, whoever she is? I don't know.
Okay.
Nala.
Yeah. Nala. Boom. That's the one. And they, well, she can sing. So I guess that's like, okay, it's a musical, quote unquote musical. So they get a great voice in there, but there's got to be great voices who can also act somewhere.
Yeah, that makes sense. I feel like my guess is that they got her because they're like, we need to get people to watch the movie.
Yes. Let's get these big names, and you'll watch the movie and want your money back. Yeah, I don't know, but I love animations. I think that like right now, animated movies are some of my favorite ones to watch, because the storylines are so deep sometimes for a children's film. Like the last one that I saw was an Onward.
Mhm.
Yeah. Very good story, man. It was like I could relate to that, you know? It was legit. It was legit. I'm sitting there like, wow, I'm in the feels on this movie right now. Like, what is going on? And
I
like,
haven't seen. Oh, go on.
oh, no, I'm sorry. I was gonna say in Toy Story, one of the Toy Stories. Like, who can't relate to when you're old enough now to not have necessarily the same bond with your stuffed animals anymore?
Yeah.
I felt that pain.
Mm.
Yeah.
I grew up sheltered, so we didn't really have Disney in the house. So I still haven't seen Lion King. The only Disney movies or Pixar movies we have are Wall-E and Up. But a year ago I watched Toy Story and I really enjoyed it. And then at the beginning last semester I saw Soul, did you see Soul?
Yeah, I saw Soul. I was pretty disappointed actually.
It's interesting. I don't know what to think about it. It's not like I don't think it's amazing, but like it could be a great conversation starter.
Yeah, I was so hyped. I'm a musician first, so it's like, of course, when they're showing the trailers and it's like this piano player guy is all about music. It's gonna be like a jazz. I love jazz, So it's like, man, this might be at least it'll be a great soundtrack. That's what I'm thinking. Like, this is gonna be a dope soundtrack. But I was hoping that the movie would have more music and following his journey in that way. But there was like maybe 10 minutes. I mean, he literally died. I don't we'll give it away. He literally died. Like, movie started and the man is dead. There's no more music.
I know. I was like, what? I was like thinking about it. It's like freaking hilarious.
Yeah. I'm like, you couldn't have written a little bit more for this guy dude to do before he just dies in a manhole or whatever it is. It's crazy. And plus, who died? I mean, the Ninja Turtles live in the sewers, right? This man fell one time in the manhole and died. I don't feel like that's realistic. I don't know.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know how deep the manhole is.
It must have been at least 2 days deep. I mean, it didn't seem like it. You have to watch it. He fell. He was down there, and he's dead. And then his ghost flew up in the air, and it took his ghost 5 seconds to get back. You know what I mean? So it can't be that far.
Uh-huh.
He must have already had pre-existing health conditions or something when he fell. That's the only way. I don't know. But yeah, it was a disappointment, man. The whole thing, I don't even understand what it was about. I know he was trying to figure out how to not die or how to come back. Or
I think a lot of it was just like the general like meaning of life.
Mhm.
Like I said, I feel like it's a good conversation starter piece. I don't think it was an amazing movie.
Definitely not an amazing movie. No.
It's interesting. I feel like I need to watch it again before I have a better opinion. I feel like it's one of those type of movies.
You're right. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a try in like 10 years or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say though, I love ambient music. So the fact that was part of the soundtrack, I love that.
Yes. Yeah. The music was still great.
Mm.
But
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, I get it.
They put a lot of money into a movie just to have great music. That's all I'm saying. There's a lot of people that got paid for other things. So yeah.
No, I'm just glad they didn't do the Premiere Access thing for that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the Mulan we did. The first one was Mulan, I think it was. And I mean, for us, we were sitting there thinking about it. So if you go to the movie theater, you're gonna get like too many concessions, right? And the tickets are, I don't know, they were like $12, maybe 14.
Mm-hmm.
We only paid $30 for it. So I feel like it was a good deal.
No, I get that. I mean, I was thinking think about the Duggars. 19 kids. Oh yeah, they're doing your access.
Definitely. They'd never wanted to go away.
Exactly.
19 kids to the movies. First of all, you have to get a 15 passenger van and you have to get an Uber because it's only 15 passengers. You got 19 kids. That's money right there. That's too much. That's more than $30. 100%.
Really, just getting there.
Yeah. So no, I can't imagine 19 kids, man. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, I guess it just really depends, the situation. If you have too many people, then Premier Access is perfect. If it's just you, then it's probably just best just to go to the theater.
Yeah, that's true. It's nothing like going to the theater though, alone. Like I went to see Logan alone. I went to see Divergent alone. And it was cool. I mean, I don't like popcorn or anything really. I really don't like popcorn. So I'll
get triggered.
Oh man. Yeah. I guess you love popcorn.
Yeah. I can't go to a movie without eating popcorn.
I don't know. It just, what's your favorite thing about popcorn?
I don't know. It's just nice and simple. You can just eat it, and it's mesmerizing.
Whoa, never heard popcorn described as mesmerizing.
Not so much mesmerizing. It's more so. It's the food that you can just turn off your brain while you eat it. You don't have to focus too much to eat popcorn
until the kernels.
Oh yeah, until you get to the hard stuff at the end. But yeah, up until then, you're just munching, watching the movie. It's just perfect.
So what size do you get?
Regular, about medium.
No way,
or
man.
Large.
Go all out. Get the biggest one they have. Ooh, extra butter.
That's too much. A large is fine.
Yeah.
The big bucket, I'd only get for a special occasion.
Valentine's Day.
It's more so when they have a promotional bucket that they sell.
Oh, boom. I got popcorn one time because it had the it was Cheetos popcorn.
Oh.
And I thought it was gonna be Cheetos flavored popcorn. Yeah. But all it was popcorn. And they threw a bag of Cheetos in there or something and shook it around. And I'm like, yeah, it was advertised as get the new Cheetos popcorn. I'm like, it looks so cool on the commercial, but not in person. So yeah, it's disappointing.
Rip-off.
Such a ripoff. A shame.
Yeah.
Shame. So, John, if I'm still in Lynchburg in September, are we getting the jumbo size?
What are we talking about?
Popcorn. No.
Yeah.
So, what does that have to do with you being in Lynchburg in September?
Li Chang.
Oh no.
You're not gonna go?
No.
Or you're not gonna get jumbo?
I'm not gonna go to Li Chang while it's in Cinemark. If I'm gonna go in theaters, I'm gonna go months later when it's in the Dollar Theater.
Really?
Yeah.
No way.
I'm marveled out.
Oh, you're marveled out?
Yeah.
So did you watch the Winter? What is it? Not Winter.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier?
Yeah, that one.
No.
Me either.
I mean, I'm going to eventually. I just haven't worked up the courage.
So, Greg, I don't know if you know, but I basically went through the MCU in March for the first time. So I'm kind of new into it, and I'm watching it through a second time right now. But I totally get what John is saying. Right now, I'm kind of at the stage where I'll just kind of take anything right now. Mm-hmm. But I kind of get it with some people I'm not super into it right now. But come on, John.
So, Christopher, if you want me to go with you to Shang-Chi, I will.
Go. You gotta go. You can't be burned out after WandaVision. WandaVision was amazing.
Sure, but Shang-Chi
it's gonna be amazing. Marvel doesn't do anything bad. They haven't done anything as of this point. I don't think they've done any bad movies.
Yeah,
like,
no,
I mean,
bad one is the Incredible Hulk.
yeah, that was a long time. That was like what 12, maybe 15 years. How long? That was a long time ago.
it was
It
was a long time ago.
Yeah, for sure. So we can give them a break on that one. I mean, they got a lot better.
Hot take.
Sure,
but
it's like they've been going on for so long. Eventually, they're going to start getting to the crap phase, where they don't mean it to be bad, but because statistically, after doing so many, one or two of them don't have to be the same.
Yeah.
So, example, Eternals. That's no one's favorite at the moment.
It's hilarious how he we talked about it, like he just watches the trailer and just decides if he likes it or not. And Eternals here he decided he doesn't like.
Oh man.
I didn't decide that I didn't like. I just saw the trailer and saw there's nothing in here that's interesting to me. It looks super boring. It's filled with actors who I've never heard of or just feel that are overrated.
You know what's crazy though? I like that you say that for a different reason than what you probably even. I don't know. Like trailers today give away too much.
They do.
But this trailer you're saying was boring and didn't give you anything. It's like that's how it should be. So when I watch the show, I don't already know what's gonna happen. You know, like
I think that you should give us maybe 10% of some good stuff that would actually interest me in your trailer.
Well, they gave you the title, and they probably gave you like some some action or something.
I wouldn't call that good stuff because, like, we've seen how many Marvel movies up to this point, and it's like, okay, so what makes this different? I don't know, just a bunch of people who were sleeping during the entire MCU.
That's facts.
And they supposedly care for Earth.
I want to see DC versus Marvel.
Oh, no, I don't ever.
That would be the great movie.
I don't ever want to see that.
That should be a one-off, John. It doesn't have to be canon.
You know, even still, I don't ever want to see that. It's just
you don't want to see Marvel lose. That's what it is. You don't want to see Marvel get destroyed. No, nobody.
I want to see Marvel lose. That's the thing.
They will. Superman is in DC. He's like the most unstoppable superhero.
But no, like they'll find a way for Superman to be defeated.
They can't.
They will.
I mean, Superman's already dead, so.
Oh yeah, he's died. Well, there's different versions of Superman.
True.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of which, do you hear about the new Superman announcement?
No, nope. I don't have no.
They're gonna make a Black Superman film.
Oh, that's right. I did hear about that.
And yeah, a lot of people were very upset about that.
Yeah.
Really? Not so much because they don't like the idea of a Black Superman, even though it is questionable. It's more so we have all of these black superheroes and they ignore them to just change one character's race. And it's like, we want to see these other characters, but yeah, Superman, yeah, sure.
Well, now those black superheroes will be white.
That's the thing. It's so weird. Like, nobody wants to see a black Superman. You know what I mean? Like, honestly, and I'm a black person, people, so don't send emails to podcast names being like, you guys are racist. No, I don't want to see a black Superman. I don't want to see a black Santa Claus. Like, I don't want to see it's certain things you just need to be what they are. You know what I mean? Like, these are mythological superheroes. They're not real. You know, people. Santa's real.
Sure.
Because he is, but he's not.
Plus he's a character who's been around for 80 years.
Yeah, it's like leave it as it is. I mean, leave or start making everyone the color of the Simpsons. Like, if we're gonna have a problem with changing people at every single. What if they released Black Panther 2, and T'Challa was like, I don't know, Adam Sandler or something.
No. No.
Like, what in the world? That would be crazy.
No.
That's what I'm saying. Some things just have to stay how they are. It's
Yeah.
not. I agree. There are many black superheroes that they need to just make movies for them.
Yeah.
Don't change the other people.
People
Because
want those movies.
Yeah.
Especially the Green Lantern movie. They want that guy.
Green Lantern, yeah. I want to see a new Blade.
Oh.
That would be
That's
great.
coming.
Oh, okay. That's good.
That's coming in the future, but yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
It's like after Black Superman, what's next? Asian Superman?
Do it. Let's just have them all play in the same movie. Asian, Mexican, Black.
And like, if they do them all in one movie, I think that could be fine because they're introducing multiverse.
Like Spider-Man.
That'd actually be a fun movie. I'm not gonna lie.
Like I feel like there's circumstances where I'd be okay with changing your character drastically like that, and it's like you have to introduce your staple character, then you go into the place where they're different.
Yes.
And that's where it works the best. Like in Spider-Verse, they start the film with your normal Spider-Man, then they introduce the other Spider-Man character.
Right.
And that's how I feel that those characters work better, because you're not just pushed into these new characters that's like, who are these? I just want my main character.
And now John has pitched a movie script idea for Into the Spider-Verse 3, while we shall discover different cultures and everyone will be educated.
Let's do it. Do you guys watch
Power
I
would watch it, I'm not going to lie. That'd be fun to see.
Some.
So Power Rangers, I was a huge fan early on in my life, the Mighty Morphin ones.
Mm-hmm.
They did a special episode maybe 2 years ago where every single version of the Power Rangers had to come together in the same show to fight this one big crazy villain.
That sounds super awesome.
It was awesome. I mean, because Power Rangers has been around for a bunch of generations, right? So every generation of fan had their moment of, there's my Power Ranger. And it had the different, like the Asian, the Hispanic, the whatever. All of those are in there. So it's like, cool. This is great. I was really excited even though I'm not a fan of it now like I used to be, that one moment was like, yes, this right here is what I live for. You know what I mean? To see this type of thing. Or like Captain Planet. I don't know if you ever watched Captain Planet or not, but you should watch Captain Planet. It doesn't come on anymore, but Captain Planet had every single, not every single, I'm not sure, but he had, I think, every nationality or whatever that you can have in his crew of superheroes. And they were just regular kids, but when they put the rings on and they combined it, Captain Planet came from the sky, this blue dude looking like Earth or whatever he was, and he destroyed the villains. Anyway, YouTube it, Captain Planet, you'll love it.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, definitely check it out. I love Captain Planet.
He's a hero.
Speaking of we bring things together or whatever, what are your thoughts on the next MCU Spider-Man?
Oh my, yes.
The nothing we have, the no information we have.
The no information that we have, and the worst kept secret in Hollywood.
That's you asking me or John? Me?
Yeah, like we've been talking about this subject whenever new news comes out every week or so.
Like no news.
Quote unquote news, I should say.
Well, I hear that they're bringing back what's his name?
Toby and Andrew.
Yeah, they're bringing Toby back. So I kind of want to see how they're gonna. Is he still gonna be Spider-Man, or is he just gonna be Toby?
Like it has to be, because they're bringing back his villains as well.
Oh,
so I heard a theory, John. I
don't
know if I mentioned this to you. Theory is that it's not going to be our MCU Tom Holland Spider-Man going to other multiverses. It's going to be that the villains get stuck in our MCU.
I believe that's the case, yes.
Yeah, and then as a result, you don't have to bring in the first two Spider-Men.
But they have to.
They have to, because now everybody's anticipating. Everybody wants
You
to see
don't
the
go
origins.
out bringing those best characters without bringing those heroes as well. You can try, but it's like not the same.
Yeah, I think Marvel at this point, because there's so much hype about it, they have to either confirm or deny it at this point.
Oh,
You know what?
they're not going to confirm or deny it.
I just
Like-
hope that it's not done poorly, like, because
Like
it
the
could be.
CW.
It could be horrible. I mean, bringing those dudes back could. You don't want to ruin the future of the current Spider-Man. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It could just.
You also
I don't
don't want to ruin the meaning of those characters in their own films.
That's very true. Very true. And what about Miles Morales? Is he going to be in it?
I don't know. I don't think so. But
I'll
if he
be
is,
in
that's pretty neat.
addition. Like, will he be animated? That'd be interesting.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Could you imagine that?
I
That'd
can
be
see it
super
happening.
cool, but very questionable.
It would be very hard.
I'd love
on
to
the
see
team.
it. I'd love to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
they
I'm
probably
probably
would have to.
what they're gonna do.
DC's been trying to get their thing going, but
Justice League
'Cause-
was good. Justice League was
well,
good.
no, I mean, with their multiverse, because they did it first. But yeah,
It's true. Very true. It's coming, I think. I
No,
think as
no,
long as
they did it, they did it. They did it
No,
2
I mean,
years ago.
it's gonna be. Nobody cares about that though. That's the thing.
Because it sucked.
That's what I'm saying. They're
was
gonna do it
CW.
over and better. They're gonna do it over and better for sure.
Because it's like the cameos were great, but then the story was terrible.
Yes, and that's
So-
just, yeah. Story runs everything. Story. We need more writers. I know you write, John. Did you write, Christopher? What? I got a question for Christopher. What is 164?
Yeah. First
What does
off,
that mean?
I don't write creatively. Second off, the 164. Are you familiar with Adventures in Odyssey?
Of course.
Sweet. They have a behind-the-scenes podcast, and so I used to listen to that when I was younger. And so I submitted questions when they had like producers answering questions, and my question was answered on episode 164. When I went online and like started producing content, my parents didn't want me using my last name, so I'm like, oh, I have to figure something out.
Okay.
So Christopher 164 makes sense. Has a
I
nice
like
ring to it.
It does. I mean, it makes sense now. I was like,
Yeah.
when I first found you guys' podcast, I was like, Christopher 164. What is? I mean, it makes you want to know. Is his birthday like January the 64th day of January? No, that's dumb. I don't know. It's no. What does it mean? But cool.
Now
I
you
know.
know.
Yes. That's all good. That's awesome.
Yeah. No, I love Odyssey. I've been out of the loop with them for a bit. I want to try to get back in at some point.
Yeah. So you came to Sonicon.
Yes, I did.
Clearly, he did.
This is a good segue from Odyssey to Sonicon.
Yeah. We
Were
gotta
you
talk
there?
about that.
Was I there? Did you enjoy it?
I kind of did. It was just for me. It was the school semester, so I had that going on. I was. I think at one point I wasn't feeling super well, but I got over it. And then also the fact that I wasn't super into Odyssey, and so many other people came. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna let them, like enjoy it more.
Well-
So like, I like shook Phil Lawler's hand, but I didn't spend like 20 minutes talking to him. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I let the other people do that. So.
Was it like
Um,
autographs? Did you get autographs, or was that not a thing going on?
I
there?
didn't
It
get
was,
autographs. I bet you
photographs.
could, but
Okay.
I didn't try.
Yeah, Sonicon was great. I was there. I actually was there.
Okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
I was like super involved at the Sonicon, like from start to finish. But
Okay. So let me get how do you and John know each other? John might have said something, but that was like 2 months ago, and I forgot everything from 2 months ago. So
well, when John was born, I'm just I don't know. I'm making something up. But like I was there and I helped deliver. But no, it was no, John is as a student. I don't know if you reveal your information like this on your podcast. Do you people know where you go to school?
Yeah, they do. They do.
Oh, okay. Because I don't want to give away things they don't know. So yeah, John goes to school at a place. He probably has said before, but anyway, and I am employed at the place that John goes to school. So he was a senior. He was a senior. He came to school. When did you start? Like
when did I start? Started in 2017.
Oh,
we
boom.
met, I think, sophomore year.
Yeah, probably. No, yeah, yeah. I don't know. Was it on the show? I feel like
it was for Much Ado, I think.
Oh, bam. Okay. So yeah, I mean, John was cool from the beginning. I mean, it's like you can tell when people have something about them that they don't necessarily reveal. You can see, or I can see, that there's something deeper, to some people. Some people give you everything, right there as soon as you meet them. But some people, it takes some time. You got to dig around. And I'm the kind of person, I'm a crazy, I wouldn't say crazy, but I'm an introvert by nature. Yeah. But I think over life and just knowing that, man, I got to turn it on and turn it off, Mm-hmm. So if there's a room full of, and a lot of creatives are introverts, if there's a room full of creatives, somebody has to be the one that initiates some type of spark, Yeah. So I always take it upon myself to be like, you know what? Let's just dig deep and let's just have some fun, I like to have a good time, man. Good, positive.
Let's have some beats.
Let's have some beats, man. I think the first time the show we were on, we were throwing that ball around in the booth. Yeah, that was pretty fun. We were just throwing like some ball. I don't know.
I couldn't catch to save my life, but
you couldn't catch, but it was fun. Everybody was having a good time, and that's the thing. Like, what happens in the booth stays in the booth. That's like I got a T-shirt made like Vegas, but of course nothing happens like Vegas in the booth. But it's still a good time, and I think that if a person is on a show and they're in the booth, the people in the booth become closer. So now when you see them after the show, you're more likely to speak to them walking down the hall. Not just like me, I mean, like even the students who are in there together. You're like, oh yeah, I work with you or whatever it is. But yeah, no, John's cool. I can always count on him. John came through in the clutch for me on this last show. I'll never forget that.
Kind of about that.
No doubt. It was great. I mean, some people you just cling to, and you have a different respect for him because you talk. I don't know. And John is a great guy. I definitely respect John. Hopefully he does great things in the future.
Yeah.
Not too much popcorn. But but yeah, I was at SonicCon and it was crazy time. It was SonicCon was like no sleep. We would literally be there, and when the sun is up, and we would leave when the sun is like after 1 o'clock, something like that. Yeah. I don't know, 12:30, 1 o'clock. But it was a great time. It was cool to bring something different to the area, and it's never been done before. Mm-hmm. And voice acting, radio drama, whatever it is, that's a big I think forgotten field. People want to leave and be in Marvel movies, or want to go be dancing on stage with Taylor Swift or whoever it is. But I feel like most of the things that we consume are voice acting. I mean, you watch TV, you watch commercials, things that are just always in your ear. It's even when you talk to Alexa. I mean, I'm just saying, like, I don't know. It's like, that's the person. Alexa's the person. Yeah, right? And I'm just saying, voice acting, things that are recorded, that is like a huge, like, a field that nobody really thinks about. But I think the SonicCon is going to bring it to light more. Hopefully, we can go to more places than just here and bring more people in. This year is going to be crazy. Can't give it away right now. I know John probably wants to scoop on the podcast. No. But no, it's gonna be crazy. And if I could, I would drop like a trailer better than Eternals for sure.
Yeah.
John only wants one person to come. Who's that?
Wait,
John.
Whoa, the website. What's this?
What? Are you on SonicCon's website?
Yes. Oh, what is this? Really?
Really?
Nice. All right. But yeah, James Hedon Taylor is my man that I need to come.
Well, give him a call, man. I mean, let him know that you miss him, and I don't know. What is now I'm looking at the website too. Like, what is the website saying? Oh, yeah. That's nice.
Yeah.
Now I want Jess Arnell to come.
I didn't know they updated the website. So yeah, there you go.
Hey.
A part of it is revealed right there on the website. This is a good shout out. SonicCon, sonicon.org, sonic-con.org. Go check it out, people.
Animaniacs Live. My gosh.
It's going to be crazy, man.
It is. It's so great. My gosh, yes.
October 22nd through the 24th, 2021. So go to the website and get your tickets. If y'all listening, get your tickets. We're going to be there. And we're going to be there. Christopher
whenever they open, of course. But yeah.
We'll be there.
Honestly, I'm in the air right now. But
John Lennon will be there.
I'll be there. Either, attendee or working. We'll see.
You got to come, Christopher. I hear
July 1st. Get your tickets July 1st.
Yes, but you can also. Did you go to school too?
I just graduated.
Oh man! Congratulations, though. I said, oh man, like that's the end of the world. No, congratulations.
Yeah, it is.
What do you want to do with your life?
Something productive.
That's the plan, man. That's always the plan.
In the end, I want to use my skills for the kingdom of God. But this summer, I just found out today I'm going to be working on a summer camp. So I'm going to be doing AV stuff, which will be fun. I think it'd be a great place to trip a few times. You know what I mean? And after that, I'll just be applying for stuff. So we will see. So I have immediate plans for the next 2 months, basically. But after that, I don't know yet. So we will see. We will see.
Yeah. It's always like, what do I do now that I'm done having to do school? Because you do school all your life, it feels like,
Yeah.
Now it's like, man, I don't have to do school. Now I have to actually do something. I mean,
it's a great feeling, but at the same time, it's like the fact that it's not easy getting jobs is the hard part. And, also sometimes when you talk to parents and they have different ideas. And so it's like navigating that. Mm-hmm. So I have some ideas of how I want to approach this time, and they have a little bit different ideas. And at some point, someone is going to win. But right now, I got the summer camp, so I'm going to do that and then come back, and then we'll go from there,
Boom. I'm about to give bad advice. Don't listen to your. No, I'm just I was like, don't listen to your parents' children. No, just playing. But no,
that's not what the Bible teaches us.
Well, that's true. But I mean, you're a grown man now, so it's one of those things. Like, I tell you a story. My mom didn't want me to go away for college, even before I graduated. It was like. Stay close to home. It's hard to see your kids leave or whatever, So I kind of compromised and I went to a school closer to home. My mom works at a college, so I could have went there for free. That's the first thing, I guess, to know about that. So me choosing to not go to school for free is like, are you crazy? You know what I mean? But I didn't. So anyway, I went kind of close to kind of like compromise. But then I was like, man, it's just, I ended up still moving away way further. Mm-hmm. And she was sad, man. She didn't know how to, I guess it's one of those, I guess I'll feel it one day too, when my son is like ready to leave. But it's having a hard time you're feeling like you're losing a part of you. Mm-hmm. And she would always call. She would check on me. It's like at the beginning of it, I had to literally call her when I was home for the night. Like, I'm in for the night. I'm not going anywhere because she couldn't go to sleep. You know what I mean? Unless I was safe. So it was those things. But I'm so thankful that I still chose to make, decisions that were probably not what she wanted me to make, because so many opportunities opened up for me in my career, and I just grew as a person and everything. You know what I mean? I feel like staying home would have been just like, man, I would have probably not have grown as much because I'm so familiar. You kind of get too comfortable. When you're home, you're just so comfortable. You're just like, there's no motivation to be anything greater than what you already know. But when you leave, is like there's new environment. It forces you to be in survival mode, and it helps you understand how to navigate, especially if you're going to be in the audiovisual or entertainment in general. You have to be in survival mode in entertainment, because I feel like every day could be a cut day. You know what I mean? Like, because everybody's fighting for those opportunities. So yeah, I don't know, but listen to your parents for sure, or at least take into consideration what they want you to do.
I definitely I sleep on pretty much everything. Like, it was really like my mom's idea, to do the camp thing. I'm like, I'm not sure, and then, but I said I'm not putting it to bed. Or is that the right thing? I'm not throwing the idea away, completely. I'll hold on to it. And after I saw a few opportunities not go my way, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna inquire, and I got it in a few days, and so I'm gonna do this, and then honestly, I think I'm gonna learn some new skills that will allow me to apply for more jobs, and so I think in the end it's gonna be good, especially that I wasn't really getting anything right away, right now. So I think it was a good move. But I love my family. It's kind of nice being home, but at the same time, I'm kind of ready to get out again. And so even after I come back from camp, I'm kind of going to be thinking about the next step, John. That might, I'll let you know.
Oh, any forward progress is good progress, man. Like, don't stay stagnant. Take a little opportunity. And just learn from everywhere you go. I mean,
because honestly, so like, just now, I hate being lazy. I don't like not doing anything, and so I've kind of been like, the first week out of college, I'm like, my parents were like, "You need to apply for stuff." I'm like, "Chill, give me a break." And then it got to a point where then I was feeling like I'm not doing anything and I hate this, and then I got this, so I'm gonna do it. But kind of like soon after camp, like, I'll still want to do something. Like, I'll take a break for, say, a week again. But after that, I'll be like, I want to work. And so I used to work at Domino's. If it means going back to Domino's, I enjoyed the job. But I'll go back. And that means I'm getting out the door every day. And then I just have to do my part in applying for other stuff. And I stay busy. I move out. I apply for, I'm working. I apply for jobs. We will see. Again, I'll see what my parents have to say, but mentally, that's kind of where I'm at. So I'll let you know, John, because I might stay at his place. We will see.
Nice.
Yeah.
Podcasts. More podcasts.
Exactly. Every day.
That's right.
Every day. Eating your vegetables.
Yes.
Taking your vitamins.
We could sing that one song together, John.
What's that song?
Every day, bro, with the Disney Channel flow. I've never heard this before.
I don't know what song we're talking about, but okay.
Jake Paul song? Team 10 or something?
Never heard it. Never.
I mean, I
don't like Jake Paul.
I mean, it was a big thing like 5 years ago or something. I don't know. I figured you would have heard it.
Jake Paul's a hot topic. I don't know.
Oh, man.
He's overrated. Bit of a scumbag, too, but,
Wait, is Jake Paul the dude that's fighting everybody?
I don't know.
They're both fighting everybody, both Logan and Jake. I do not know who is who at this point.
Logan's like the dead body guy, but Yeah.
Who's
I don't know.
fighting Mayweather?
I don't know. I don't care.
That's Jake. That's Jake for sure.
That Jake?
I think that's Jake.
Okay.
Either way, he's gonna lose.
It's gonna be fun to see, anyways.
It'd be fun. They're getting paid millions of dollars to script a fight. So whatever. I don't know.
Wouldn't that be great?
I mean, let's do it. Let's
I'll
script some
probably
fights.
watch the highlights afterwards. I'm not gonna lie. It's like the concept's so intriguing, but I'm not gonna pay to watch it, honestly.
I used to love boxing. As the actual sport. This right. I don't consider this the actual sport. This is a joke. This is theater. That's what it is. This is theater.
Yeah.
But I love boxing. I actually boxed myself for a few years. Yeah, and I need to start doing it again because quarantine has definitely
ruined everybody.
Ruined me. Ruined my I'm not. I can still run down the street if I need to, but I'm just not the way that I used to be. You know what I mean? So it's time. It's time to get back. And we're back, apparently. They're opening stuff up. They're people are saying
drop restrictions. Crazy.
Yeah. Dropping masks, all type of stuff. I mean, I'm so used to my mask.
I take it everywhere I go.
I love my mask. I honestly I don't want to stop wearing it. It's like, man,
keep wearing it, bro.
I'm gonna keep wearing it, but it's gonna be so weird. People are gonna look at you even crazier than like, why are you still wearing your mask?
It's gonna be like another 5 years until they start looking at you like they'll pretty much just be like Republicans. And I mean, not that they're all whack. There's whack people everywhere. But
get politics out of here, man.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. But it's like that's the thing that kind of upsets me. Like out of like everything though, like I do lean, towards the right, but it's like it's just a mask. Like if one wants to wear it, let them wear it. It's their deal. And then it's a little weird. I'm seeing like some Democrats are like, well, even though I'm vaccinated, I'm still going to wear my mask because I don't want to look like a Republican. Like, why do we hate each other so much? That just does not make sense to me. I don't like that.
I never wore my mask for any political reasons. I literally wore my mask because I felt like I could protect someone. Like, if you can literally be asymptomatic and carry the virus, and I go spend some time with this, we spend time with a lady who was like 104 years old, even though she passed away like 2 weeks ago. But what kind of person am I to go mask free, knowing that I could possibly kill her? You know what I mean? Like, if I'm around people that are at risk, you know what I'm saying? Why would I not wear my mask? I don't care about Joe Biden. I know you don't like politics. I don't care about Donald Trump.
Sorry, John.
They're just men. You know what I mean? With a position. It doesn't matter to me. I mean, I'm just caring about people. The mask for me was caring about people. So I don't know.
For me, I was just like, I just don't like breaking rules. So if I'm supposed to wear it, then I'm gonna just wear it. I don't think that they're as helpful as they were advertised, but at the same time, it's a minor inconvenience. It really wasn't that bad.
Facts.
Personally, like I would take mandated masks over a mandated vaccine. That's just me.
Facts. I've been wearing the mask so much that it's like people got masks to match their outfits. People are like really doing their thing. It's
become fashion now. It's cool.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm like, plus, you don't know what I'm thinking with a mask on. Like, you literally can't see my facial expression. It's legit.
You should get one of those like ski masks or something. So it can really hide your face.
Sure.
Masks are like introverts' best friend. I mean, they're like, why are you taking the mask away? That's where the uproar. I'm telling you, it's gonna be like a riot or something because the introverts are gonna trip. I need my mask.
And masks. I like wearing my mask sometimes because it's like all you can see are my shifty eyes.
There you go.
You can't see me smiling. You can't see me frowning.
Exactly.
And my eyes. are so shifty that you can't really tell what I'm thinking.
I love it. I mean, where else can you walk into a bank or anywhere and people don't look at you weird with the mask on? Like these past 2 years has made everybody just is loosening some of the stereotypes. Like all the cowboys can now walk around with their mask on. I mean, no, I'm just playing, but I don't know. I mean, the mask thing, like you said, I like following rules too, and that's a big thing for me. I'm like, man, if somebody says when you come in my store, put on shoes and a shirt, I'm not gonna walk in there. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, I might not wear pants, but yeah, I'll put on the shoes and the shirt.
I'm doing it. That's the thing. It's like that's what was so crazy to me. But anyway, I'm glad that it's almost over because a lot of relationships have been destroyed over the pandemic. Because of little things like that, like, oh, you don't want to do this, you don't want to do that. Well, man, now I look at you different because whatever, you know what I mean? And
I hate that because now I look at so many friends like a little differently. It's like I never wanted that. Like now I have a little bit of a skewed view of you, and like this past year, I've been trying to be less vocal about stuff. I'm like, I can have discussions. I can have my opinions. Nobody needs to know them.
Yeah.
I'm not changing anybody's minds. Anyways.
You're really not. And you just, and it becomes an argument. But the thing about me, I'm the kind of person that I love to hear how you feel.
Yeah. Well, I love discussions. Like I love this. We're not throwing social media comments or posts at each other. We're talking, and I love this, and I wish there was more of that.
Yes, this is how it should be. But some people just can't take another opinion. I mean, I like blue, you like green. Or you suck because blue, blue is trash. Like, no, but let me tell you about blue. Like, let me help you understand why I like blue. People don't want to hear that. And, no matter, you're pretty much just talking at them at a certain point. They're not trying to understand you and you're not trying to understand them. So it's super unfortunate, but I feel like the past 2 years have revealed so much truth about people, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because we're, as a society, I think, are so used to putting on a mask, quote unquote, not a real mask. You know what I mean? But of being fake for depending on the moment. Like, I'm gonna be this way because they like whatever it is. So let me make sure that I'm acting like I also do. But I think that people were not even on purpose revealing their truth, and some of the truth was very evil for some people. But whatever. We got to keep loving each other, man. And I think podcasts can help spread the love because we have you have a platform to.
And we reach out to 7 people a week.
Hey, we're across 40 different U.S. states right now. So
are we?
We are.
Is that like all time or
all time? Yes.
Yeah. Okay. See, that's not every week, John.
We gotta get Alaskan viewers here.
We have to get Alaska. Do we have Hawaii?
We do.
Yay!
You gotta promote it, man. Oh, look, I know a person that can help you promote it. I know you might know her too, and I'll tell you off the air. But she can help you if you want to. That's the thing. If you're not ready,
she doesn't want to.
You should promote it, man. You gotta promote it. This is your art.
I promote it every week.
Where?
On Twitter with no followers.
Yeah.
Don't you worry. I'm gonna promote it on our next podcast, Around the Record. I'm gonna be like, hey, I'm gonna tell Mike. I'm gonna say I was on podcast name with John Lennon and Christopher 164. I'm gonna give you a shout out. We got a few listeners. We're growing like every week.
How many do you got right now? Just curious.
Oh man, it very. I don't want to tell you a lie. I don't know for sure, but the last time that I checked, it was about 217 or something like that. And that is with almost zero promotion as well. We have
you gotta promote it, baby.
Yeah, promote it. But we've done a few interviews with people who have like a following. So when they post it, their fans want to hear what they have to say. So then they join us, and they listen to us. But we have people listening in Germany, people listening everywhere. I mean, so many places, and it's cool. But once we start to promote, we're gonna take pictures soon. We're gonna really push it because we enjoy it, and it these days this could become your career. Like that's how easy it is right now today in the world we live in. Your podcast could become your career. Millions of dollars, John Lennon. Millions, just to do this, just to have a conversation with your friends. I mean, this was unheard of 10 years ago. I mean, you know, as widely popular as it is now, where anybody can just load up, post it, get sponsorships, and just kick. I say, do it.
Yeah, John.
Do it.
I love how we're just like pressuring him right now.
We gotta get. You should get you guys on our podcast.
That'd be fun.
Yeah. Do you like music? You like music, I know, Christopher.
I love music.
And John likes the Beatles. His name is John Lennon. Obviously.
I don't like the Beatles.
I'm just joking.
You don't like the Beatles?
It's more so I'm not really familiar with their music.
Okay, because I know you're more.
I'm a Beach Boys kind of guy.
Oh, Beach Boys. Okay. Because I know you like older stuff in general.
Yeah.
Get around, get around, I get around. I don't think we can do that on a podcast without getting sued.
You sound so good.
I tell you a crazy story, not even crazy, a very unfortunate story. The last podcast I just posted on Spotify, the metal one. We were talking and I researched a song during the podcast just for me to listen to. Well, listen, and normally I go through the whole podcast when I'm editing and before I post it.
Yeah.
I didn't do it this time. The thing is on big mistake because the music that I played to listen to research, it played during the podcast.
No.
And I'm sitting there in the car listening to it. I'm like, what is this music? This music is on the podcast. Like the song played for probably 40 seconds. And not that it matters. It was the band that they're coming after us. But no, you know, it happens, I guess. It was a band called Spirit.
Okay, I have a question. First off, what kind of metal were you talking about on the podcast? I saw in the title said Pioneers, but was that like AC/DC type stuff or like modern stuff were you talking about as well?
Yeah, no, we're doing a Pioneer series and we're talking about the originators of the music. So we try to go far back to find the first influence of the bands who are considered the beginning. So like Led Zeppelin, Black Sabbath, Deep Purple for metal. But with those bands, everybody's influenced by somebody, right? Yeah. I mean, you know, even though you might not necessarily steal their stuff, even though Led Zeppelin does steal their people's music, there's always somebody who, that was a great guitar riff. Let me make it my own, but I learned from you. So we just try to talk about so people can understand where music came from, and why the music that they love is even here, because it evolved over time. People are influenced by somebody from the 20s or somebody from the 1800s or whatever it is. You know what I mean? It just becomes a thing and it grows, becomes a thing. So yeah, that was a good one. We also on the podcast we talk about everything though. We'll talk about. We go off of the topic so much that we are like scatterbrained, but we still try to stay on. But no, Pioneers of Metal is a good one. Cool. If you really want to check us out for the first one, your first time listening to us, you probably want to check out one of those. We did a top 10 Christmas song list. That was a good one. We did a breakup song episode and a break. So that's something people can relate to a lot. Relationships. We did a bunch of them, man. Just go check them out. You guys check them out. Tell all your friends. John, you're not gonna promote it, I'm sure, but
probably not.
I don't know if you've heard of this band. They're called Spirit. They're one of my recent favorites. They have a handful of great, fun songs. They're releasing an album in September, so I'm personally really excited.
What was the name again?
Spirit Box.
Oh. I'll listen to anybody that you tell me. I love music. There's literally no genre of music I haven't listened to and will not listen to.
Yeah. Sweet.
Yeah.
I'd love music. It'd be fun to talk on the show one day.
Yeah, man. It's for sure. It's the thing to do. Spirit Box. I'm checking them out after this podcast is over.
Yeah. Like if you want to like their duality, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
On one spectrum, you got Holy Roller. On the other spectrum, you got Constance.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's like the pure duality, and most everything's in between. But yeah,
I'm gonna check them out, man. Spirit Box, and if they're good, I will shout them out on the podcast.
I love them. They're insane.
What is there? Is it style metal?
Yeah.
Okay. Spirit Box. That's cool. Let me put them in Spotify right now, actually. Make sure I don't play it, though, over the podcast.
What's something you've been enjoying recently?
Man, I'm working on a project right now. I'm working on an album. So Ooh. I'm trying to not listen to anything.
That makes sense.
Because I don't want to steal. I don't want to be subliminally influenced. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like this melody stuck in my brain. I don't realize. I
want to get sued like 10 years later or something.
Yeah, yeah. So I try my best to. If I listen to anything, it's man. I love old. I love jazz. Mm-hmm. So I love like just instrumental jazz. And I try to listen to that when I'm in album mode because I don't. Like I said, I need all my ideas to be my ideas. Yeah. So instrumental jazz is just calming to me. It soothes me. It's nothing that really is it might spark an inspiration, maybe an instrument that I hear or something I might want to use, but nothing with like a lyric melody that I'm listening to right now because I'm trying to finish this project. I've been working on it for a long time.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Recently, I've been like my taste has been like very chill recently. Like I have a chill playlist. Like I'm just like chilling out recently. My brother's been like, listen to this heavy song, that heavy song. Like, man, I'm just not in the mood right now.
Yeah, sometimes you just want to rock. Like I think one of the most pleasurable things for me, and this is super weird, but when I'm playing music in the car and I turn my signal light on. And it clicks to the beat of the music.
Yeah.
I literally do not want to turn. Like, I want it to just stay clicking to the music for the rest of my life. It's just like, please don't change tempos. It's so amazing when it syncs like that.
Yeah.
And
they should do? They should make them where it does match to the BPM.
That's true.
I bet that can be done.
Yeah, you're right.
Because you have like those Bluetooth speaker lights that flash to the beat.
Yeah,
you can do it too with the car's blinker. You really can.
I think so. Somebody's got to make that happen because
it really needs to happen.
I've never had a bad day after that's happened. It's like I never fall into a manhole and die like the dude on. So I never nothing happens bad that day. So it's crazy. Yeah. I love it. I can't plan it. You can't plan it either, though. Like, the song is jamming. It just happens. You click your signal, and it's like, oh, it's happening.
Yeah.
Yes. Just want to get out the car and dance. But
feeling.
It is. It's better than having getting married, having a baby. I mean, it's. I'm just joking. If my wife hears this podcast, she'll be like, "What did you say?" But then I'll be like, "You have to experience it first. You have to click the clicker."
How long have you been at your current job?
Whoa, man, this is going on 26 years.
Really?
I'm just joking. See how believable that was?
I was like, you want to believe everybody, so I'll believe everything for the first moment, and I'm like, wait.
That's what's fun. Like, that's why I love having on a mask. This is like having on a mask right now. Like, you don't know what I'm saying, but yeah, no, I've been here. It'll be 8 years in August.
Dang.
Yeah.
8 years is still a long time.
8 years is the longest I've been at a job, ever. Let me make sure I'm not lying about that. Yeah. Yeah, it is. I don't, and this is not like I'm a person who's just like leaving jobs, but I like to be challenged. You know what I mean? I like change, but I do enjoy the this when you work at a university, it changes every year. You know, there's new faces, there's new voices, there's new shows, there's always something new, you know? So it's like, that's cool for me. And I enjoy learning new people, you know, it's always, if it was like, all right, here's this same 5 people for 8 years, man, I would have been gone. And that's for real. It's like, because you're not growing. You have to grow. Yeah, I feel like I have to grow. I'm still pretty young. I'm not giving my age out on the podcast, but I'm in my 30s. I'm in my 30s. I feel like I'm still pretty young. So I still got a lot of room to grow. You know what I mean? So I'm not trying to be like comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to get better. I want to be great. I want to be the best, whatever it is I'm doing, as I can ever be. And if I feel like, you know, if I ever feel like that I'm not going towards that, then you know you got to make changes at some point somewhere. But right now, I feel good.
Do you work in the theater department?
Right? No way.
No.
I'm a history, bro. No, I'm just joking. I'm gonna be lying on the whole show. Yes, I work in. Yeah, I work in theater. That's all
okay, because no, then my second guess was event production. So.
No way, I would never work in event production. Never.
Okay, tell me the horror stories before I apply there.
You want to work for event production?
I need a job, baby.
Do it. Just do it. Just do it. I can't really tell you about working at this specific. There's some great guys over there. I know a lot of them too. I mean, it's not like it's a bad place to work. It's just I've done tours before. I've like my whole. I guess you were gonna interview. This is like an interview. So my whole thing. I've done so many things in sound through my life that I have done the tours. I have done the event production type of thing. And man, it's just I don't want to do it again. Not that I didn't enjoy the time and learn a lot from the time. Yeah. It's just I don't know. It's just not I'm in a different place right now for myself.
Like I can imagine it being like really exhausting as well.
Yeah, I mean you are okay. I did a tour. Man, I can't remember the year, but it was like pop rock bands. And on the crew, which is what you will be, you know, if you're working at that time like that, you're there super early to set up and you're there super late to strike. And if you are like a A1 or A2, which, you know, like sound, you're also running the show. So just imagine that you have no time, you know, for anything. In life. And you're on the road. I mean, at event productions, thankfully, you don't have to be on the road. You don't have to get a hotel every night.
Yeah.
Buying pizza in a soda machine or whatever. I mean, not a soda machine. You know what I'm saying? Pizza in a vending machine. But yeah. But it's fun. Go ahead on and apply for event production, man. Do it. Do it.
No, I mean, definitely. Like at some point, like in July, I'm gonna like start applying for. I only get like 1 day a week with internet at the camp. Okay. So like around July, like I'm gonna start like applying for stuff. So probably will around then. So.
Yeah, it's not a bad job. One of our, I think, there's a student who used to be a student who got a job over there, and he's loving it. I mean, he's it's not great people, lots of work. What do you want to do for AV? Like, what is your specialty?
Editing.
Oh, so like editing, like film, voices, things like that, like sound design.
I guess like that's where I feel most comfortable. But like again, like I'm going to the camp to try to learn some things. So hopefully I can learn some video stuff, and then like if I do event productions and you know how to do like live setup, like those will be like good skills to learn, and I'd be more well-rounded and such, and that'll be cool. But
Yeah.
I don't think it'd be something I would want to do long term. But if it does happen to be, I think it'd be a good place to learn. And at either rate, I learned that I have fans in event productions, so that'd be
Okay.
yeah.
Nice. You should look into radio.
I definitely want to. Would
Yeah,
love that.
my
That'd be fun.
first job out of college was at a radio station. It was an
Okay.
intern, little paid internship, very small pay, and whatever. But it's straight out of college,
Yeah.
and it was cool. I mean, it was it was cool. I don't want to discourage you before you even do it.
Yeah.
You got to try it. But it was cool. It was just
I love radio.
Yeah, man.
Fun to do. Like, I'm open to a lot of things, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah, radio is fun. My first radio job was just kind of boring because I was just like the runner. I was like setting up the daily like you set up like where when it's not a live show, you're pretty much inputting what the program director wants to play like for the days that nobody's there type of thing. Mm-hmm. And so you'll go in, you'll make some edits. You'll edit like commercials. You'll do some voiceover recording, stuff like that for people that come in. That was my first job. And it was all right. It was cool. Mm-hmm. At radio. I did Z104. I was a board op at Z104, and that was fun because you did remotes. So you get to go out and meet the celebrities and, you know what I mean? Just have a good time. So,
yeah.
And you get to edit. You definitely get to use those skills. So, I don't know.
Yeah.
Man.
Wait, John, it was here this whole time? I forgot he existed.
Is John here?
No. I left 5 minutes ago. What?
Okay, cool. All right, carry on.
No, I could have used you. I could have used you last semester, Christopher 164, honestly.
I mean, now I know that there's a possibility. Like, again, like I'm open for positions and jobs, and I will be looking for stuff. So, like, if there's a position open, like, I'll apply for sure.
You had to be a student. You had to be a student.
I had to be a student.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. I was also like a CGL in the fall, and so I was just busy, and then so I don't know. Like, honestly, like it was a lot, and juggling things in it. Last semester being the last semester, I was just like stressed, and then I was sick for all of March, so
nice.
I didn't do anything.
Sick? You had COVID?
I never tested actually.
Oh, what?
Yeah. So basically, the first like week or two of the month, I had an intensive. So all my other classes I went online, but that one I had to be there. So I sat like back row away from everybody. And then we had an exam at the end of the second week. And then like around I think it was the third week, I had a production to direct. So like if I tested, yeah, things could work out, but I just like I didn't want to. So I basically quarantined on my own terms and only went out when I had to.
Wow.
So yeah, I don't know. I don't think so. It was more or less a bad cough like the whole month.
Mm.
The most like the first week I had like a headache, a runny nose. Yeah. But the rest of the month was like cough, 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 cough.
Yeah, we had to put the podcast on hiatus at that time. Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun.
Man, so you had COVID. That's great.
Yeah.
Pretty much. It seemed like it.
I don't know. I'm so thankful that I don't even know if I did have COVID ever. Back in 2019, November, my son was so sick with pretty much all the symptoms of COVID before we even knew what a COVID was, right? He had everything. He had the loss of taste and smell. He had the cough, the fever. We took him to the doctor. The doctor was like, he doesn't have the flu, doesn't have pneumonia, doesn't have strep. He just has a severe respiratory infection. I don't know what it is. We can't give him anything for it. Take him home and monitor him. And it lasted for like a month probably, good at least 3 weeks of it slowly, getting better and better, so over 3 weeks. And I'm like, and then my wife got the same thing. Nonstop cough. She didn't know what was going on. She couldn't stop. I mean, hers lasted for months. Because it was no treatment. She didn't know, it was just like, I think it's just a allergy or something. But same thing. I think she had lost smell. But anyway, this was all.
That's an interesting thing. I never lost smell or taste. I know some people have had corona without losing those things, but I never did. So
yeah.
But that's crazy that happened to them, though. Wow.
Yeah, I don't know. They might have had it. I never got anything. So if they did have it, it was before the mass. We were all on top of each other, and I don't really get sick often as I get sick right now. But no, So I don't know. We went to Disney. We went to Disney World that year, right after my son finished getting better. This is like November. He was sick. Mm-hmm. He was better like middle of December. So we went to Disney for Christmas. And my wife was still kind of coughing. But of course, at that time, it wasn't a big deal. People cough all the time and they go everywhere,
Yeah.
But I'm like, man, this was COVID time. Who knows? We were in Disney World with 1 million people on. We literally got on 2 rides at Disney because it was that packed during Christmas. Don't go to Disney for Christmas.
Yeah.
It's horrible. Whoever tells you, yeah. But yeah, go for it. What you got?
This is my thought. Like, if one wants to go, you'd almost have to plan strategically when's the best time to go. However, what if everyone else has that same thought and you end up?
That's true. Yeah, let's all go February 2nd or whatever it is. Like, no.
And everyone goes.
Exam season. Let's go.
And then everyone else is like, oh, we need a break. They go too.
I know. Then nobody's there for Christmas. It's like, I should have went for Christmas. I don't think there's ever a good time to go to Disney.
Yeah. I believe that.
If you don't like a bunch of people, just watch the videos on.
Oh, I have an idea. Early November. No one's doing anything early November.
Right after Halloween?
Yeah, like Halloween's done. Thanksgiving's a few weeks away. No one's doing anything early November.
That's true. People are kind of waiting. They've used their vacation already. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's you heard it here.
That's right.
Early November.
Go Disney.
Like November 6th, and then everyone goes November 6th.
Exactly. If you go November 7th. No, I don't know. It's crazy. I gotta try it. I really didn't have a good time though. I don't really. Yeah. I don't want to diss Disney.
Here's my thing. I don't like vacations.
What? That's funny.
Yeah, it's just like there's so. Well, maybe it's just because I've always gone on vacations with my family, but it's always stressful. Mm-hmm. You're always you're always late, and you end up having to sacrifice a few things, and then the parents are always stressed, and then they tell us to shut up, and then
I always find that whenever we go on vacations, I don't even do anything. I stay in the hotel while they go and do their stuff.
Of course you would.
And so I didn't like traveling for that reason.
Yeah.
Even though I'd probably be better at it now.
Gotta travel, man, before you get a family. I mean, I know that sounds very probably dark, but I have a family. I mean, we travel, but it's not the same. Traveling when you're young and single or whatever it is, you can there's no one to tell you, no, I don't want to eat pizza at 3:00 in the morning, or no, I don't want to go to the Eiffel Tower. It's just whatever you want to do. I really would have, I don't know. It's different. So enjoy, travel, waste your money while you're young. And,
what money?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Liberty gonna give us a refund?
Max your credit cards out while you're young.
No.
Spend the rest of your life paying them back. Just this is Bad Advice Podcast. Change the name.
John, you know that?
Don't look both ways before you cross the street.
I'm not doing anything, man.
Yeah.
What?
Like you have been this whole podcast episode.
Hey, we have a guest. We gotta let him speak.
Yeah.
I'm done. I'm just talking to you guys. Are talking to me. I'm talking to you.
I love this. It's
Anyway, Greg, you love beets.
Like the fruit,
Yes,
the vegetable.
you love beets.
I do. Yes. Is there a question? Is there a question?
No, that's just a statement of fact.
I love beets. It's fact. I mean, I don't think people. I mean, for real, I think I need to start really promoting beets. Beets is underappreciated in the world. People, what's your favorite vegetable? You guys?
Corn.
peppers.
Of course. What'd you say? Pot roast?
No, like
Oh,
bell peppers. I
Whoa.
really like bell peppers.
okay. See,
Yeah.
that's one that's kind of underrated. But corn, which we know is not a vegetable, but
God.
it's fine.
I will dispute that, but okay.
Corn is the star.
What's John gonna say next? Apples?
Yeah, he is. Apples, tomatoes.
Tomato is a vegetable.
Tomatoes is a fruit.
Not to me, it isn't.
Look it up. Look it up on Google.
I know, but it's not to me.
I know, but look, corn is like the star. Corn is a diva vegetable because there's corn everywhere. There's also broccoli everywhere, right? There's carrots everywhere. Those are probably the diva vegetables. Corn, broccoli, carrots, maybe green beans, maybe, right?
Mm.
But never beets. Never beets. And beets are probably some of the better for you vegetable. Now they do taste very earthy if you don't cook them right.
You scared John away instantly.
You gotta try it. Wait, John, you tried my beet juice though.
No.
Wait, you didn't try
I'm still waiting on the beet juice.
That's right. That wasn't. Oh man, that was the last one. So I brought the beet juice because I've been talking about it. Everybody knows I like beets, and I always forget. But it was this person's. I don't know if I want to. We can mention her on the. Can you mention her on the podcast?
Go ahead.
I won't mention her. But this person, she's a great person. I consider her a friend, but she's gone now. She graduated too, just like you, Christopher.
Mm-hmm.
Was she an SM?
She was an SM. She was short. She's Hispanic.
Okay, yes.
Okay, boom. You know who she is.
I mean, there's two options with short.
That's true.
Yeah.
Only one Hispanic. So, or half Hispanic, whatever. But anyway, I've been telling her for a minute, like, I'm gonna bring beet juice. Just like I told you, I was gonna bring beet juice. I never did. Finally I had to do it. She was leaving. I didn't want to be like, man, I'm a liar all my life. So I brought in the beet juice, freshly made. I slaved over it all night. Not for real, but I did. I did like it takes some time to make good beet juice, man. Because if you don't make it right, it's gonna taste like disgusting. Honestly, I ain't gonna want to drink it. So anyway, I brought it in. People actually, unless they were trying to make me feel good, which they could have been just saying it and throwing up later on. They said it tasted great. They said it tasted like. I forgot what they said, but anyway, I'm gonna bring if we do a show together this coming up before you graduate. Okay. I'm gonna bring you some beet juice. I promise you.
I'm not gonna hold back.
Yes, tell me the truth. I guarantee.
I would let you know if I don't like it.
We need this on video.
We do. I guarantee you though that you will love this beet juice.
Okay, that's a high order since I don't like a lot of things.
I'm so confident. What kind of fruits do you like?
Like
what kind of fruit? Like, what's your favorite fruit?
I guess apples and bananas.
Boom.
I don't like bananas.
Me either.
Then why do you say you like bananas?
I don't like bananas.
I said I like bananas.
Oh. You sounded like John for a hot second.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, you can take over, Greg.
No, thank you. No, thank you. I got enough on my plate. Plus, this is yours, man. It's gonna be great.
Fine.
I want to know what you're gonna.
No. We need Greg to take over. He'll promote this thing.
No way.
I can retire. I can just.
John, you're gonna start promoting. You're gonna promote it next week. You have to at least promote this episode.
Oh yeah, sure.
What are you gonna title this one? That's what I'm like. You said there was no topic. I'm like, oh man, what are we gonna do on this podcast? No topic. What's the title?
I typically come up with a title as soon as I upload it.
I'm gonna name this one. I can't wait to see what you name this one. It's like, I don't know, but yeah. How long do you normally do them? We've been on here.
I mean,
2
we
hours.
Don't have a time limit, but yeah.
So, what do you got? Any questions for me? Anything that you really want to know? Anything that you want to know other than my social security number?
Why would I want to know that?
I don't know, man. Some people just want to know too much. Like some people just take it there.
Christopher?
John?
Wait,
Yeah,
I do. I got one thing before you ask me this question. Christopher 164. The whole reason this podcast even is a thing, John, is because when we found it, we listened to the Sinacon episode, and and John was like, no, and me and Mike, we skipped through, and we heard Christopher 164 before I met you, great person that you are, talking about the microphones at Sinacon. So I was like, John, I gotta get on your podcast. I have to talk to Christopher.
What did you say about microphones? I don't remember.
I think you said that all the sound people are garbage at Sinacon.
And you were one of them?
Me? Yeah. No, I can't even talk. I'm like losing my. I'm like over the sound. I'm like literally like the person. If there was like a pyramid, I'm at the very top when it comes to sound. But I'm gonna help you understand because you've been a future sound person. You've been a future sound person. I'm gonna help you understand why sometimes things happen, right? With the micro, I know the specific incident you were talking about. The batteries died.
Oh, did they?
For the microphone. For that, yeah, for the plays they were doing. I'm gonna tell you the whole story so you can be at ease now. You can be at peace. So the whole day there's non-stop things happening at Sinacon, people out there in the world all day. So it's like, okay, this event is coming up right after this event right here. So let's go down there and reset everything. The stage, make sure the mic stands are legit, other things we have to do. My assistant is in the band. My assistant was the piano player for the band.
I remember.
Yeah. So it was literally just me and him doing sound all weekend. Yeah. We were going back and forth trying to make everything happen. And we did, except for forgetting to change the batteries in some of those microphones. So the crazy thing is they almost lasted till the end. They were the last group to do their thing with the most heavy hitters in their group. They had like legit professionals up there, and their mics died. Trust me, I hated it. I'm in the booth like I can't.
When you're up there, you can't tell, and so these persons are giving like some of the best performances I can ever hear. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm getting emotional over this. And then you find out, oh, they couldn't hear them because their microphone was off. I'm like, no, that was so good.
I'm telling you, man, I'm in the booth, and as an engineer, that's the worst thing because you are pretty helpless at that moment. Like, I can't fix it. And that's pretty much what we do as engineers and designers. We fix it. Like, if something's not right, you edit it and make it sound beautiful. You know what I mean? And your hands are tied that you're so far away from the stage.
Yeah.
You're telling people on the headset, can you just go grab some batteries? Like, stop them. just to stop them. You know what I mean? Change the batteries. No one does it.
Yeah.
Because it's in the middle. So all we can do is, I just said, just let it go. Just let them do it. Because, first of all, in a theater, you're supposed to be able to project as voice actors. And I know that the people on the panel were like, we just couldn't hear you. They were just, people love any chance they can get to jab the engineer. Trust me. They want to say the engineer sucks. I feel like everybody has an opinion on sound. But for them to say, I just couldn't hear you, of course, when you do it long enough, it doesn't bother you. But it's like, it's not true because I could hear them in the booth. I'm the furthest person away from the stage. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if I can hear you in the booth, people downstairs can hear you right in front of you. So anyway, hopefully you're at peace now, Christopher 164.
Yeah. So not necessarily to backtrack, but I will say, like, anytime, like, I used to do like the projector like at church.
Yeah.
Anytime I wasn't in the booth, I was judging whoever was in the booth.
Yeah. I did that on Sunday because the projector was getting the lyrics wrong, and I'm thinking, oh, that young fool.
But, like, it always happens. Like, there are times when they're freaking sweating because I didn't flip the slide in time. You know what I mean? And, like, it always happens. But yeah, no, it's always, like, for everybody and anybody, it always shows, that, over preparing doesn't hurt, and, we always miss things, and it's always nice to get things right. But at the same time, like, imagine if you weren't there, like, you probably got at least, I hope, 70% of the stuff right, like, you guys still did a lot of good things. And
trust me, like, we knocked it out. That weekend was to only be me and my guy Christian Santiago. Give him a shout out. He's my right hand, and he's dropping an album this summer. The dude is crazy talented. He's amazing dude. Good person, good friend. Hopefully we're friends for the rest of my life, his life. But it was just me and him, man. And we got everything else right that weekend, except for that. And unfortunately,
for 2 people, you pulled it off.
There's no doubt. There's no doubt. And I'm the kind of person that I do prepare. Like, I'm almost overly prepared. But no one, nothing, never had a perfect show. Never, it's just one of those things where it's like, man, you look back and you're like, if I only would have maybe just done it myself, type of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's one of those things. And that's, but I don't care. Those things like that. When it comes to shows, like, and technical issues, I've been doing it for so long that I don't even think about it the next day.
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh yeah, the batteries die. Remember the time the batteries died? Yeah, that's cool. Whatever. Batteries always die. You know what I mean? Like,
how pissed do you get, like, in the moment?
Pissed, man. I'm not a very, like, John probably can tell you, I'm super even at all times. I'm not a super. I'm just the same. I'm even kill, man. I don't get really pissed. I don't get really, happy. I don't know. Just like, I'm just
Sounds like you're happy.
I have joy. You know what I mean? I have joy for sure. But
you have joy, but you're not happy. Makes sense.
On my birthday, yeah, facts. It's on my birthday or something, right? If somebody's like, I got you your favorite, whatever it is, I will probably make them feel like I don't care, because my reaction is like, oh man, that's nice.
Yeah.
Thanks. It's not like jumping around, running down the street. I'm just very chill. So, I mean, in the booth, something goes wrong, I'm level-headed. I'm like, oh, bam. I mean, it's almost nothing that I haven't seen before at this point when it comes to like what I've, sound stuff. Now if something happens that surprises me, then you might get a little higher reaction, like, whoa, that's crazy, But normally I'm just like, oh, that's cool. Mike's out. Everybody else is freaking out. I'm just like, oh yeah, okay, not a big deal because it's really not,
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm never in the booth pissed. I'm in the booth just trying to enjoy life, man. And honestly, everywhere, whether I'm home studio, writing songs, doing editing, whatever it is, I want to live a stress-free life, man.
Yeah.
Honestly.
So,
What you got?
What are your thoughts on Aunt Jemima?
Who is that? I'm just joking. Just joking. Aunt Jemima, the pancake syrup.
Yeah.
That's such a random question, but
I know. I'm trying to avoid politics.
Yeah, but it's one of those things last week that I learned that one, they removed her from the syrup, and two, this month they're gonna change the name of the syrup.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What's that?
Am I one?
And thank you guys so much for listening.
No.
No, wait, I'm here.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
I had to talk to my son right quick.
Okay.
But Aunt Jemima, it's funny. It felt like I hung up on you because you asked him about Aunt Jemima. But no, forget this podcast. I'm out of here. I don't even like pancake syrup. I like honey. But look, man, I understand.
Yeah.
But at the same time, isn't Aunt Jemima was like a like back in the days, black women played that role. That was like the only role they allowed them to do, was to be the maid, you know what I mean? The uneducated maid in film. And I kind of like with so many things, over time, Aunt Jemima became like kind of like a monument or something. You know what I mean? Like not like a negative thing, like a ode to those women who endured so much and played those roles, and more so than a disrespect. Like I feel like Uncle Ben. I think they're taking Uncle Ben off the rice. Is that right too?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's like these things have become staples. So now I don't think that people look at it as a negative thing. They look at it as a celebration. Like there's a black person on the rice. That's cool. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe it's the figure of Aunt Jemima because of what that role was trying to say. You're only good enough to be a servant. You know what I mean? But I don't know if taking it away is the right thing. I mean, my opinion on a lot of those stuff is always a little different than some people who are led by the moment and who don't just analyze it and really try to make a logical assessment of the thing. So I'm not just gonna sit here and be like, oh man, disrespect blacks, take it away, or whatever it is. You know what I mean? Like I understand that there's other things behind everything, and like with anything, I feel like black people in general over the history of this country anyway have taken a lot of negative and turned it into positive. And I don't see why the syrup and the rice should be any different. That's just my take on it. I don't know.
Those are random thoughts with John. So yeah.
Because we know John, he's very traditional. Like it's
traditional.
Okay. Well, it's like if something's to change, it's not going to go by easy with you.
Oh yeah.
With anything. Mm-hmm. He probably ranted to me for like 10 minutes about the new Facebook layout.
Oh yeah.
Which I liked because the old one was old and you couldn't find anything, and this.
That's because you didn't know where to look.
There, but like there is an aspect where I am not crazy about some of the newer designs, but like if it feels like I feel like Facebook in the end was trying to feel like a home, and it feels more like a home now than it did.
Oh, I don't feel that way.
Of course you don't.
I guess you probably just you get used to something. It's hard to see. To navigate, it's like if you walk in your house one day and everybody's moved everything to the left, or like
Yeah, John. If I move in your house, I'm gonna rearrange everything one day and watch your reaction.
Yeah, like all you have to do is move the light switch to the other side of the room.
I'd be super mad, but I'd be like a quiet mad.
That's the issue. He's not very expressive. Like if I want to see him like yell and scream, I have no idea what to do. Like I would have to do like serious damage to get to that point. At that point, it's not fun on my end.
That's true. I mean, people like that. Which I'm kind of like that, John. I kind of can relate to you being like you probably internalize a lot of things. But one thing about people like that is that when they do decide to let you know what's up, it's almost too late for anybody to mediate it. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, all right, they've reached they stay quiet until their breaking point, which is probably unhealthy, but it's what happens. And then it's like, it's World War IX or whatever it is. But yeah, I can kind of relate to that. But you know, I'm learning because like my wife is an extrovert. She is a Leo, very, very people person-y. I'm learning that I need to be more emotional. And John, you also should learn that.
Yeah, John.
Yeah, John. Let your light shine. Let your light shine, man. I'm telling you, when I tell people about your podcast, because at school, I'm low-key telling everybody.
Yeah, I know.
I'm like, yo, John's got a podcast. They're like, what? John's got a podcast? I'm like, yes.
Yeah, this is the only time he ever talks.
It is.
So if you want to hear John talk, go to his podcast name, Christopher 164. But they're like, they can't believe it. So people actually go listen to your podcast, John. People do listen to your podcast when I tell them. And you know what they say? They're so shocked at the vibe. That he's a person? No.
That he has a friend.
That he has a friend. Like, they can't believe. I'm just playing. No, they're so shocked at the vibrance of your personality, because you do not showcase that unless you're comfortable. You're comfortable with a person. For sure. I mean, because we'll be in the booth with like I said, the booth is always the safe space. But John talks in the booth. He does. People.
Yes. Only when he asks me the questions, but yeah.
John is open in the booth. I'm telling you, it's almost podcast John in the booth. It really is. He engages in the conversation. He brings in new ideas, and he doesn't shy away from the things. And I'm like, man, this is good. So people are always shocked because you don't showcase that part of you in person.
So I know you say what stays in booth. Sorry, what's that in booth stays in the booth, but I really think you should hide a microphone in there.
We talk about this all the time in the booth, yeah.
That's true. A booth podcast. But the thing is, the booth's supposed to be a safe place. So it's like people can express whatever it is that they need to express. And they know that the people in there they can trust most of the time. And if there's ever people in there that we can't trust, trust me that the conversation will not be like it normally is. Like, I won't even be open because some people you just can't trust in life. But you analyze that before you start to just be like, whatever it is, you know? But yeah, I feel like, John, that's what I'm saying. Open up, man. I had to learn how to do it. And I feel like the more that I do it, the more opportunities, because people see your light, people see your talent, people see your ability. But if you shell it, you know what I mean? People might overlook you because they don't realize all that you can provide, you know?
And you won't get any jobs.
Yeah, you never know. Yeah, man. A lot of times jobs are because of networking. Made a relationship with somebody outside of the job, and they're like, "Oh man, I know this guy John Lennon who can sweep floors or whatever." I don't know. I'm just saying, whatever it is, like
I can what?
sweep. The greatest sweeper floor ever of the all. I don't know.
Sweep floors.
Oh, what did you think I said?
Speak floors.
That's no.
What language was that? Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna challenge you. Can I give you a challenge, John?
Sure.
Are you gonna accept this challenge on your podcast? Everybody's listening. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Sure.
Oh, sure. Is that like one of those maybes?
That's the only answer you'll get from me.
Oh gosh. Sure. Okay. I challenge you, John.
Mm-hmm.
Open up. That's dumb. Open up your personality to the world. Be yourself. Like that's one thing. Like me, I was a super shy kid in public growing up, right? But once I realized that what people think of my joy doesn't matter, I was myself, man, all the time. And it opened doors. Like people would enjoy you if you opened up. They enjoy you now. I'm not saying they think you're trash. I'm just saying that you have so much more that you bottle up. Christopher 164 is the only one that really sees it, maybe. Sees the true John. Maybe your sister and your mom and your dad, whoever, I don't know. But I'm just saying, like, do it. I challenge you, John. Next semester, be podcast John in public.
Oh, I mean, I'm gonna have to be since all my friends are gone. So.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah. They all graduated now, so I'm yeah.
Don't worry, I'm there. I got your back.
Yeah, it's fine.
No, man, it'd be great. You should do it. I mean, yeah, man, just do it. Open up. Boom. Show them what you got. Show them your personality. I see it. You know what I mean? I see it. Other people see it too. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. Got any more questions for me?
You know what I find interesting about myself is that I tend to be an open person. I wouldn't consider myself an extrovert. I feel like I am definitely more introverted. But like, this is something you may not know about me. I lived in South Korea for 7 years, and so like I spent a lot of I didn't interact with a lot of people there. So when I came to America, like I had a hard time kind of trying to connect with people, but also at the same time, I'm just a very open person, and I've kind of and I'm still learning not to be too open sometimes. It's a weird balance, having to open up, but also not opening up too much, and not everything's for everyone.
Yeah.
Balance for everything. That's balance.
That's true.
Word.
So where are you from, Christopher? You say you lived in South Korea.
I don't know. I've lived in LA. I've lived in South Korea, and now I'm local to Lynchburg.
Are you South Korean?
I am half Korean, yes.
Half Korean. Boom.
Yeah.
What's the other half?
I'm American. What for that?
What? Is that a thing?
Yeah, I know, right?
We're all Americans. It's half American, half Korean. Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
There's got to be something else. Like I just did my ancestry.dna.com thing.
Okay, so my dad, his roots come from Germany and Italy.
Oh, so you're German, Italian, and Korean.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
That sounds a lot sexier than American and Korean. If you're like, I'm German, Italian, and Korean, that's like a great meal. Could you imagine all of that on the, like those things on the plate together, man.
You know what's fun is like applying for those jobs and they ask about your race and I say 2 or more races and and they have no idea what you think you are. Probably purple. I don't know. It's fun.
Right. You know what's crazy? I feel like everybody, well, not everybody, but a lot of people can probably check that box of being more than one race.
Honestly.
Yeah, it's because I'm 15% Eastern European and 5% Russian, 36% Western Bantu people, 33% Nigerian, and I guess 100% American. That's because I was born here, raised here, but I don't know. It's something I love learning about other cultures though. I love I really want to. Yeah.
Because you learn respect as a result.
Yes. Yeah. And being in America too, that is filled with probably every single culture. At some point, somewhere, somebody in here from somewhere else. I feel like we should be the most understanding and appreciative group of people of all times of every culture because we all live here in harmony. Or I guess we should live here in harmony, but we don't. But you know what I'm saying.
I will say though, I feel like my thing with culture though is that you should not let your culture blind yourself from thinking outside the box. I say that with personal experience. It's just sometimes some people are so wrapped up with their own culture that they cannot see an alternative or unwilling to.
No, that's very true. That's very true. I see it every day.
Yeah.
Blind by your culture. Because it'll you can't make decisions just to go along with the culture.
Mm-hmm.
I would say make decisions or whatever it is just based on the common good for all people. I mean, I don't know. It's hard. It's easy to say, hard to do, whatever that means, right? But
yeah.
What do you think, John? Are you mixed with anything?
What?
Are you mixed with anything? Do you know your heritage?
Part Irish, Pennsylvanian Dutch, some Iranian.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's the main thing I know. So we're reaching almost the 2-hour mark here, which means we're going to have to be closing off here soon. So is there any final discussion or anything you want to say here?
Yeah, John, can you think of something that would make us go on another hour?
Are you asking me?
Any of you?
Oh. I think I've said way too much on this podcast.
Yeah, John, you shut us down. That was nice.
All right.
Yeah.
No, it was great talking with you, Greg.
Yeah.
Great hearing your perspective on things. I hope we can talk again.
Yeah, man. I thank y'all for having me on here. I love to just sit and chat with anybody, especially not with anybody, but with good people who can conversate, man. So if you ever want somebody else to want me to come on again, just to sit in the back and throw out random things, I'll definitely join you guys, man. And
all right.
Don't forget to promote this,
John. I share it on my story. I do my best.
You barely do it, but yes.
Yeah, I barely do it. But 60 people are made aware that there's a new episode.
That's all you need, man. That's all you need is 60 who know 60 more. Who knows 60 more?
Well, provided that at least one of those 60 actually listens. Darn it!
Yes. So if 10 people listen out of those 60,
you
did a good job.
Yes. So yeah, thank you guys for listening. It's been fun with you, Greg. Hopefully we'll have you again one day, maybe soon, maybe later. We don't know.
I'm after camp, I guess.
After camp, still.
If we ever come back for more. But yes. Thank you guys for listening, and we'll see you all next time. Bye.
Bye.